Hello vegan adventurers, welcome to the second day in Tara National Park. Today we're gonna visit the most famous attraction here, the Banjska Stena Viewpoint with amazing cliffs overlooking the Drina River. So let's get into the vlog. So after about half an hour of driving, we arrived to this parking lot, which is located about 10 kilometers from Mitrovac, which was all on a dirt road. And we got this sign, Brown Bear Country. 2019, there are about 60 bears in Tara National Park, which is 80% of total population of bears in Serbia. From this point, you can do more hikes, but today we're gonna go to Banjska Stena Viewpoint, which is around 30 minutes from here. A brown bear used to be widely distributed across Serbia. In recent decades, due to excess hunting, in most European countries, including Serbia, populations of brown bear have been quite reduced. Since 2002, a brown bear hunting has been prohibited, thank God. Some of the bears are tracked via satellite. The tracking shows that females, especially with cubs, occupy a compact area, but males range more wildly, traveling west, crossing the Drina River into Bosnia, where hunting is unfortunately permitted. The bears do not tend to travel into central Serbia, to the east or northeast of the mountain, but the first animal which was tracked used to go all the way to the slopes of the Kopaonik mountain in the southeast. Okay, and here we got to the first cliffs of Banjska Stena Viewpoint. And down there you can see the Drina River, which is a natural border between Serbia and Bosnia and Herzegovina. The mountain slopes are clad in dense forests with numerous high-altitude clearings and meadows, steep cliffs, deep ravines carved by the Drina River, and many karst or limestone caves. So those two hills that you can see on the left is where the most bears are located in Tara National Park, and that's because it's really hard access to it. From one side you have Drina River and from the other side you have steep cliffs, so the bears basically got cornered in this last refugee of Serbia. Okay, it's 3:17. Just gonna have lunch here so we can keep going more after. And it's amazing view here. And we got a nice sunshine as well. So I'm even without a shirt.
Vegan food for the win.
Vegan food, what are you having?
Burritos.
With what?
Tacos. With all kinds of things. Vegan. Shit.
No, there's buckwheat, potatoes, Brussels sprouts, what else?
Tofu, ayvar.
Carrots, and cauliflower. Let's go vegan. And I'm having just the buckwheat with potatoes, Brussels sprouts, carrot, cauliflower, and also with the ayvar sauce, which is like baked paprika sauce. It has a little bit of fat, but we want to make our own in the near future. So it's funny how there are only 40 bears here in this national park and 60 bears in the whole Serbia, but there are over how many, 8 million people in Serbia. It's still like 100,000 times more people than bears. And like few hundred years ago there were maybe 2,000 bears, and if you go more in the past there like, you know, there was more equilibrium of people and animals. And now it's just like the bears are pushed into this one corner here, into this national park, and not only we take their land and we cut their forests, you know, we plant some foods for the animals that we eat, but we also like hunt them, which is like so cruel. So imagine how fucked up our species are, that we just kill all the wild animals pretty much and we just put them pretty much in the corner. That's what this national park is, like a little corner where we cannot like plant anything because it's a hill, as you can see, and it's surrounded with a river. So this land, nobody took it because it's not really profitable for anything other than, you know, like cutting woods. It's probably hard to get there, so they made this the only place where there are bears in Serbia, and people would still want to hunt them. So there are a total of 140 insect species in the park. Rare species include punchage grasshopper, endemic cricket Balkan isophia, and aspen longhorn beetle, which in Serbia lives only in this location. Stara National Park was established in 1981 and encompasses Stara and part of the Zvezda Mountain in a large bend of the Drina River. It is a part of Dinaric Alps and stands at 1000 to 1590 meters above sea level. The national park consists of a group of mountain peaks with deep picturesque gorges between them. From this viewpoint there is a wonderful view on the artificial lake Peručas, the Drina Canyon and the area of Osad in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Peručas Lake is an artificial 52-kilometer long lake made by damming the river Drina in 1966 for the needs of hydroelectric Bajna Bašta. Nowadays the lake is the greatest tourist attraction of this region. There you can enjoy a boat ride or swimming. The name of the viewpoint Banjska Stena has its origin in the name Banjska Spring, which used to come to the surface at the foot of the rock. The spring is of the karst origin with water temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. Banja is the Turkish word meaning spa, a place with warm water. The people living on Tara used the water from the spring in the winter because it was always warm. Banjska Spring was flooded when Peručas Lake was made. So the hydroelectric dams really bad for environment because they hold too much water here, and then you see how little it's coming here. That's really bad for, you know, natural life, and also the fish cannot migrate all the way up the stream, so they're just stuck down here. Really bad. So now the path started going away from the cliffs and more going through these beautiful woods, so maybe we're gonna see some wild animals. So it's funny how most of the Serbian hikes are made with like tractors or trucks, you know. You always see like a double road. It's really rare that you're walking on a single trail like you would be hiking in High Tatras or something. So it really goes to show that Serbia doesn't really have hiking culture like Slovakia or Austria has. Only minimum people are hiking here, which is pretty sad. Serbians are more like, you know, like trying to build a home. got to this crossroads, so if you go on the right you would get to the town Mitrovac, but we're gonna go on the left and make a loop around. And here is yet another viewpoint, Velika Stena. Let's check it out. And down here you can see a main road for cars, so that's how we're gonna go back home in a few days. We're gonna go down to the dam and then follow the road on the right through Banjska. So this is the river Drina, and it keeps going a long way, making a border between Serbia and Bosnia and Herzegovina for about, I don't know, 200 more kilometers. So it's like a long way making the border between. So I guess that's Serbia and this is Bosnia. And eventually it goes into River Sava, which makes the border with Croatia. And this way it keeps going also a long way, making border also with Serbia, but after that just keeps going through Bosnia and then finishes somewhere near Montenegro. It's pretty amazing. So when we were starting, we thought we had to pay like 1,000 dinars per person to enter this, which is like almost 10 euros. But when we got around that way, there was like nobody waiting there, or like no place where they would ask you for money. So maybe it was...
Fences like in South America.
Yeah, no fences here. You guys haven't seen any fences here, which is really good. And yeah, so this loop, it's a really easy loop. It's doable in like less than 2 hours, you know, even less, but we were spending lots of time there eating and stuff. So you, even in 1 hour if you're fast, it's like what, 5 kilometers around? Not even that, 4 kilometers maybe. So yeah, now we're just making a loop around. So now we connected to this big road that goes from Mitrovac, and it's a big road, maybe for cars not too good, but for definitely for bicycles. So you can also rent a bicycle, that we wanted to do actually, but the problem is that they have opened their the information center only till 2:30. So, and we wanted to rent it, and they told them that they're closing soon. So only if you live in Mitrovac somewhere, you can leave the bikes in the morning. But if you live somewhere like further, like we are, then they didn't want to rent us the bicycles. So it's another good trip for you if you wanna do like a whole day activity. You can start from Mitrovac and connect from this way all the way to these hikes, and then maybe leave your bike here at this crossroad, then do the loop around the viewpoints, and then continue with the bike back to Mitrovac. So it's 5:42, we have how much? 500 more meters. And it's a nice loop, as I said. Definitely would recommend those views. Easy half a day activity. And if you want to make it the whole day, then I would rent a mountain bike from Mitrovac, and it will take you maybe half an hour from Mitrovac with the bicycle. Alright, so we're back where we started, and here it's what Sanja says, the 1,000 dinars. We don't know what is it for. And yeah, so we did the loop starting from over there where you see the red sign, and then we did the loop around. Takes, as I said, if you don't stop, you can do it in like 1 hour. It's only like 3-4 kilometers, but we're eating for like half an hour there and just taking pictures, so it's like 1 more hour. Alright, so here I have the map. So we lived somewhere here, there's Sekulic somewhere here, and then we took this road to Mitrovac with the car, and then from Mitrovac you can either go this way walking or bicycle and come out somewhere here, and yeah, somewhere here. And from here we did that loop, so this is where we are right now. So from here you follow this main road and get to this viewpoint, and then you can go around. But yeah, it could be also good to be here to Mitrovac. But this way, it's over here, you would keep going from here, and you can either, I think, do a loop.
Bears.
Yeah, there are bears here, so, and connect to this bigger road that's going from down here. So this is Sedalka. It's like a big hiking place where I want to go sometimes, and then here you can go, and I think this is, see, this part is like the first protection area where all the animals are, all around this river till here. So this is where the most bears are. So if you keep going from Sedalka and hiking here, but even this is like a road for cars, but still could be good. There's another viewpoint here. Another good thing would be to drive a car all the way here, which is a main road. So some other time you would just drive all the way here to this, and then I don't know, maybe even this if it's doable, and then and you can start hiking here and do this big loop, and here must be lots of animals to see. So this would be a really good thing to go from here and hike like that, do the loop, maybe even do this if you have time, and come back here this way. Wow, that must be a fucking amazing. And then you can do also these hikes, but there's, you see, there's no animals, there's no protection area. And then also tomorrow we want to do this and maybe go to the Bosnian border from here, which is like a only little thing, if we can do it. Compared to this, it's maybe quite a while actually, we'll see. So yeah, that's the map of Tara. The brown bear weighs 180 to 300 kilos. The brown bear inhabits the large dense forest in mountain regions. It avoids populated places, a nocturnal animal. It is a good swimmer, climber and fast runner, lives solitary, and in the autumn it retreats to caves or under the hollow rocks to sleep over the winter. It feeds on wild berries, acorns, grass, honey, roots, cereals, fungi, insect larvae, fish. So it's mostly vegan. The mating season takes place from April to June. A female brings young in the period of January to February. She takes care of her cubs until they are 2 years old. Searching for food, the bear goes long distances, up to 30 to 40 kilometers. Lifespan of brown bear is 15 to 30 years. It makes grumbling sounds, gasps when excited, and whines too. Wolf, 25 to 50 kilograms of weight, inhabits large forests, active in the evening and in the night. It can make even 50 kilometers at night, swims well. During the summer it lives solitary, while in the winter it chooses to be in packs. Feeds on wild and farm animals, animal corpses and plants. It attacks bigger animals when it is in packs. Sleeps under the rocks and in the bushes. Lifespan 14 to 16 years. It makes growling sounds and in the winter it howls for long periods. Wild goat 30 to 50 kilos. Inhabits high mountains. In the summer it climbs to the snow edge, active during the day and rests in the afternoon. It jumps and climbs well, but it's very timid. It lives in a large herds led by an older female, while older males live solitary. Lifespan 15 to 30 years and can whistle sharply. Don't litter in the forest. Animals can get sick or die if they eat a cigarette or a piece of plastic, a piece of sea foam. Animals get away from people and it is not likely you will encounter them. We came back, we got this amazing view of the red sunset sky overlooking the Tara mountains. So thanks for watching today's adventure. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow we have one more adventure in Tara Mountains. We're gonna hike along the canyon and also fly a drone there. So stay tuned for that video. So for now, stay healthy
And stay adventurous.